Hello, this is Sarah Braasch. Welcome back to my channel. So, I wanted to try to get as many videos done tonight as I possibly can. It's been a horrifying week. It's been a horrifying week for all of us, for our whole country. And of course, I'm also horrified and reeling from the death of George Floyd, as we all are. And yeah, we all know what's going on. And it's been even more horrifying for me because I have been subjected to Twitter mobbing after Twitter mobbing and egregious life-endangering defamation after defamation in the fake news press, and I've been intermittently suicidal throughout the week, and I'm trying as hard as I can to stay strong and calm and brave, and I just have to believe that I am on a God-given and guided mission, and that I'm meant to endure and survive this hellish nightmare for a reason. So anyway, and I absolutely believe that I'm being attacked as I am because the woke intersectional feminists and the Democrats and the political left absolutely know that I am the perfect example of why woke intersectional feminism is bigotry and stupidity. And I'm also the perfect example of why the Democrats are the greater threat to our democratic institutions. And I do believe that this is why I'm being attacked as I am this week, including in the fake news press. It's been a real struggle. So what I specifically wanted to talk about in this video, I can't even describe the shock that I felt when I found out that Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, the famous basketball player, defamed me in the most egregious way in the LA Times, and it was particularly shocking that it was in the LA Times because the LA Times has repeatedly egregiously defamed me and endangered my life in the past 2 years, and I have repeatedly contacted them and let them know that I am the entirely innocent victim of the living or napping while black hate crime hoax at Yale. I basically consider what Kareem Abdul-Jabbar to have done in the LA Times recently to be signing my death warrant. It is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and the LA Times putting out a call for me to be hunted and killed. And I want to talk about this because it is absolutely disgusting. It is absolutely disgusting. It's disgusting in the wake of George Floyd's death because Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is exploiting the recent deaths of black men to push an over 2-year-old hate crime hoax at Yale. And he's doing this for moral outrage industry, profit and gain. And he is destroying the Living While Black movement by so doing. It is disgusting. It is evil. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar should be ashamed of himself. And he needs to apologize to me publicly and immediately and repeatedly. I can't even explain my shock and my devastation. That piece in the LA Times by Kareem Abdul-Jabbar has been shared tens of thousands of times across social media, across Twitter, across Facebook, etc. He defames me as a genocidal villain who lynches black students at Yale. Do you know what happens when you defame someone in the LA Times as a genocidal villain who lynches black students at Yale? That person is probably either going to kill themselves And we know this. We absolutely know this. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar knew exactly what he was doing when he published in the LA Times that I'm a genocidal villain who lynches black students at Yale. That's what he said. He knows I'm probably going to end up dead if he says that. He knows he's inciting my murder. He knows he's driving me to suicide. He knows this. He knows he's destroying my lifelong human and civil rights, academic and legal careers. He knows this. He's under no illusions about what he is doing. And the LA Times is under no illusions about what they are doing. And it's disgusting. And if he actually cared about racism and police brutality, then he wouldn't be targeting vulnerable white women and pushing race and hate crime hoaxes like napping while black at Yale for moral outrage industry profit and gain at the expense of an innocent civil rights activist's life and career, and at the expense of the Living While Black movement. Until the recent attempts to revive it, the Living While Black movement was defunct. It was defunct. And that's because charlatans and frauds like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar had turned it into a blood sport targeting vulnerable white women as collective punishment for Trump's election. And that's the truth. And he should be ashamed of himself. He is disgusting. He is evil. He is evil. He is an evil monster to do what he did to me, and he needs to apologize to me, and the LA Times needs to retract, and the LA Times needs to apologize to me, and I'm sick and tired of being defamed by the LA Times, and I'm sick and tired of being defamed by everyone. You are trying to get me killed, and it needs to stop now. You know that I am entirely innocent. I have a well-documented lifetime history of being a human and civil rights activist. Do you know what I actually did at Yale, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and the LA Times? I risked my career. And I was socially ousted from the philosophy department by the other graduate students because I fought for a black man to become a professor at Yale. I fought for a black man to have access to the so-called white space of Yale. I risked my career to stand up for the federal civil rights, the religious expression rights of an evangelical black man at Yale. That's what I did. Do you want to know what I did with my JD? I moved to France and I spent days sitting in government offices in Paris to help African immigrant women and their children get visas to live in France without being discriminated against. That's what I did. That's what I did with my JD. I could have done anything with my JD. I could have gotten a huge, law firm, payday, but I didn't. I wanted to help people. I wanted to help communities and people of color especially. It really is, it's unbelievable that this is still happening to me over 2 years later. And Yale President Peter Salovey, this is your fault. My life is in danger. My career has been destroyed. My life has been destroyed. People are calling for me to be hunted and killed. Someone is going to kill me. Someone is going to kill me soon unless you do the right thing and you tell the truth finally in a public statement, exonerating me and apologizing to me. Tell the truth. Okay, please support me if you can. I will have my PayPal me and GoFundMe links below. Please donate to my legal fund so that I can sue Yale and the entire moral outrage industry, and so that I can restore due process on campuses everywhere. And please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please like, comment, and share. It helps so much, and I love you all so much. I'm doing everything I can to stay calm and strong and brave, okay? We all have to do that now. And take care of yourselves and have a great night. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.